Greetings, programs. Pyrrh Pianissimo here, and welcome to Stoneblock 3. So while that mill has been grinding down some resources, I've done a little bit of decorating. I put a storage drawer down here for the things that it's producing, and it looks like I have a slime. I thought I had a slime chunk back here, but apparently it's over here. So I'm glad I didn't get nailed while I was AFK. And now we have a piece of slime. So that's good. Tree of Impending Doom, just add water. And Stick of Lies. Goody. Looks like I already had those. Look at all of these, and I still don't have Benistic Cumberbranch. I am not Groot. So I have been milling some gravel and smelting some ores and creating a bit of glass as well. I took out the hemp because it was being really high maintenance and put in the vexing archwood sapling. It looks really pretty. I'm thinking about finding a use for it to decorate around the base. So today's project will be putting an ore, I don't know, what do you call it? The sieving stations. So we can wash the ores and smelt the ores. I guess it's blasting them and then haunting with the soul fire. So I want to get those set up here. We may give them their own water wheel, because why not? We need encased fans. And I'm hoping that we can make this encased chain drive. So let's get a water wheel, means a large cog wheel. Then the water wheel itself. Let's get a large cog wheel and a small cog wheel, just in case. I do believe we have some shafts already. Yes, let's pull those. Then we need 3 of the encased fans, which means 3 propellers. Ooh, 12 iron sheets, like so. 3 fans, or 3 propellers, and 3 encased fans. Nice, one of the quests. Now, I am just ripping this completely off from System Collapse. Let's do the encased chain drive, and there's 4. I'm thinking I am missing another of the casings, which means we take, is it the andesite alloy, and smack it on these. Nice. Encased chain drives, and that will make a 5th. We'll also need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. Take some extra sticks here. Make one of those little fire plows. Happen to have a piece of stone all ready to go. Nice. Alright, for now let's put the lava down. Hopefully I won't step in it. And then I will bring the water buckets over here and we will set up another wheel exactly like this one. There we are. Now the other pieces of the machine will go up front. The encased chain drives go like so. Ooh, they're making lots of noise. I'm thinking I can just put this over here against the wall. There we are. And now our fans go here. Whee! I don't think it's supposed to be blowing that way, is it? It's sucking in. We got this wrong? I put it this way? No, that's sucking in too. Because this is obviously rotating the wrong way. We'll just make a gearbox and see if that helps. And now that should change the gear's direction. So if I put these here... Now, will my fans blow out like they're supposed to? There we go! Okay. Musician, not an engineer, but apparently I can be taught. So I think we can encase it by doing this. And then we will use these full blocks in between. Now, in order to stop the lava and water from flowing, I think we do that. And that. We have the soul sand here. We have water that goes here. And then we have lava that goes here. That looks a little bit dangerous on this side. We'll need to put some chests and things here. There we are. Now, I should be able to toss my ingredients in here. That should eventually turn this into soul sand. It does. Now, jumping in here is yeah. Now we have an issue. Let's try this. Now, if I jump in here, I can get out. All right. That's gonna burn. How do I... I definitely need to figure out how to do the chest thing. Okay, so if we put dust in the... Okay, if we put dust in the water thing, we get some things. What did we get? We got a bone meal. That's it? That's it from 3 dust. We got bone meal. Okay. And then we can smelt things in the fire, right? So I can do this. And that should eventually create deep slate. Deep slate! It did. Now, how do I get this out? Ow! Ow! Let's go hop in the water. Phew. Okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to burn me, but at least I won't be smelting anything, I don't think, until I figure out a way of shooting or otherwise funneling that into some chests. I think they're going to need some filters and such. So now I have the ability to wash gravel and sand and things to get some more resources. Moo! Okay. Water right here. I could have jumped in. I think protectively, can I cover these? Would that still work? It will. Okay, so then I can cover that as well. The only danger I'm in is actually jumping in there. So what I'd like to do now is replace this dirt with soul sand. Oh my gosh, that makes a terrible noise. I don't know if that increases how fast it spins or not. But it looks like everything's still working. Everything's nice and quiet now, but it's still working. Okay. So let's do the same thing for this one. Okay, well, I guess if it does something, it does something. If not, we're not out anything. But that's what the design on Discord said to do, was put the soul sand there and the bubbles would help turn the wheel. If not, it still looks cool. All right, so let's cover that up and start washing some gravel and sand and things. All right, I guess I better stand around and pay attention until I get the supplies to capture it properly. I got a few interesting things, including 14 diamonds. I should make a pick pretty much right away. Okay, so there's gravel. Let's wash some sand. Oh, and I don't have room for everything. Nice, that gave me gold. And it looks like some gems. There's copper, emeralds. That's also good. And flint. All right. Next, let's wash some dust. And there we have redstone, skystone, sky slime, and niter, certus quartz. Okay, all good things. So I think we should take some time and gather some resources in preparation for the next step, which is making the big mechanical crafter from Create. I washed a bunch of stuff and got a few things here and a few things over here. Had to wash enough to get a bunch of redstone for the next thing we're doing. I also cleared out the hallway a little bit more down this way. So I've installed the cobblestone and all of the stone stuff over here. I will put some hammers along the wall eventually right there. And I moved the plants and botany stuff over here. I'm working on Ars Nouveau plants, or trees, that is. I'm going to get some wood of each one because I think they're pretty darn neat looking. I've got some beets going. I did some cactus and some kelp, and of course more wheat because we'll need more wheat. I decided that that's probably going to be enough source berries for a while. Made myself some more sourceberry rolls. Sugarcane still not showing up on the oak drawer. All right, so enough about that. Oh, and a couple little bits and bobs. Experimenting with polished blackstone and the little gates and such. But what we're going to do today is get a mechanical crafter up and running. I went ahead and made a diamond hammer so I could prepare some of the crushed variants, get enough dust and sand and everything else. Now, I was making soul sand by putting sand into this little haunting chamber, but turns out if you take that and then you wash the soul sand, that's how you end up with the nether quartz and glowstone. I had to do enough soul sand to get enough nether quartz along with the redstone for our project today, and that is the Create Mechanical Crafters. I'm going to put them right back there. So what we'll do first is make sandstone, and then we're going to make these kiln bricks from Immersive Engineering. Let's see, it's a 2x2, so we need 8 bricks. Is that right? I do believe. What does that do? Ah, good. Oh, and I discovered these metal crafting tables. These are perfect for setting up my crafting for the video because I can have a little inventory down here as well as the recipe, and my little icons still show up here, whereas with the chests on the left side here, I can't really see the icons. So this works wonderfully for setting up these recipes. So let's set up our alloy kiln just right here in the corner. Just like that. And do you think we hit it with an engineer's hammer?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just borrow it from here. We do need to make some iron sheets. Let's take our engineer's hammer and go give it a smack. I'm hitting, oh, there we go. Shift click and then some lag. All right, it works. Finally. Okay, so what we want is copper and zinc, I believe, to make brass. Ooh, we got to feed it some fuel, don't we? I think we have a load of coal over here. Let's check it out and see if this works. And if I remember the recipe correctly. That's always helpful. And we have brass. Nice. All right, we're going to need half a stack, I believe. In the meantime, let's see what's next up on the crafting list. I think this was to make some sandpaper. There is paper. Do we just combine the paper and the sand? Yes. And then these, with the nether quartz and the redstone, was to make rose quartz. So now we have 21 rose quartz. We take our sandpaper, put it into our offhand, and then hold our rose quartz and we just click it. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Oh, it uses up durability on the sandpaper. Okay, well that's fine. We've got a couple more pieces. Ooh, they don't stack. That's a good thing. We'll only make it as we need it. Aha, it automatically replaced the sandpaper when it used up its durability. So that's really nice too. So what we have next is making the actual crafters themselves. So that takes polished rose quartz. I think we needed to make something out of this, did we not? Mechanical crafter takes brass casing, electron tubes. All right, so we take our polished rose quartz and our iron sheets to make electron tubes. Next, we need our brass and some stripped logs. Apparently, I failed to strip these. Nice. How is our brass doing? We have more than enough brass to get on with. Now, can I just right-click on these to make the casing? Yes, I can. And an advancement to go with it. Sweet. Vein mine, possibly? Yes. And our brass casing in here to make... Oh my goodness. I didn't need 21 of each because this makes 3 per craft. There we are. I'm sure that we'll need these for something else at some point. I have supplies right in this chest, so we can dump this stuff in there. Let's take our water buckets, shafts, water wheels, cog wheels, glass. So I'm going to do the same setup as the last 2 water wheels. So we'll do that there. Still a very awful sound it makes. All right, and we're going to encase this up. I think we're going to want 2 water wheels to power this. Okay, we want 1 bucket there and 1 bucket there. All right, let's block this part in and put 2 more buckets of water. 1 there and 1 there. Look at her go! Spinny, spinny. Okay, now it's a matter of figuring out how to make this crafter run. Okay, so if I put this here, that way I can still get behind it. Bink. 2. I think it's like that. And then this. Then... Oh, can I get it this way? No. Whoa, there went my pick. There we are. Just like that. Now we need to connect this little cog here. Let's go get a couple more little ones. Overstressed. Add more sources or slow down the components. What happens if we take this water wheel out? I'm actually kind of confused now. Now this should be spinning. That looks like it's spinning the right way if it indeed does need to go clockwise. Okay, so we finally have it set up. I hollowed out a little bit more of the roof, so it looks a little better. I actually got it centered too. I don't know if that's going any faster or not. It does not look like it's very fast. Oh my, but I did the best I could. It took me forever to get this to actually work. When it was spinning super fast, it wouldn't work with more than 4. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not an engineer and I'm not really sure what was slowing it down or what was using the power, but here we go. So now that we have the big mechanical crafter, there is one other thing that we need to do in Create, and that is make the crushing wheels. So what do we need? 4 planks, a stone, and a bunch of andesite alloy. So I guess this is the time to see if this works. Oh, we should make a wrench first, so these point in the right direction. And I see a loot bee, and tell you what, I'm tired of digging through that deep slate with anything other than a diamond pick. Is it going to be someplace we can get to? Down below us? Possibly. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, is he right here? There he is. Okay, don't fly away. You can stay right there and give me my loot. Don't fly away. Thank you. I'm gonna be careful not to hit him. Oh, all that matters. Give me a dark matter or something? That looked like a chance cube. I want another crystal chest, please. Quite a few things. We've got pipe upgrades, another battery. I did get a piece of dark matter. Chance cube, and a couple of eggs. Oh, and an aluminum ingot. Not too bad. We'll put everything away. Now that I've got those ingredients, let's make the wrench, which requires a cogwheel, a stick, and 3 golden sheets. I can make those golden sheets because I have gold that I got from the ore washing system over here that I put into the smelter. Let's put those in with our hammer. Where did it go? There it is. So that and 3 golden sheets. Then the wrench and the cog and the stick. And we have a wrench. Then these 3 will all spit out to the bottom, so we need them to all go maybe that way. Okay, now I think they'll all end up going into this little spot. There. Okay, and then it'll spit it out there. Okay, everything's connected. Nothing's blocked off. I guess all we can do is test it. You, and then fill everybody in this way. There we are. Oh no. Okay, it's working. It just took a minute to get started. I thought, oh, this is pretty painfully slow. I really wish I knew why, with 4 wheels powering it. But I will see if I can get some help on that. It looks like it's working. Boop. And there's my wheels. And it had to. All right. Now the question is, can we get these to work? It's got to be easier than this thing. Desperate measures drastically slow down a mechanical crafter to procrastinate on proper infrastructure. Hidden advancement. Well, it would have helped if their diagram didn't have it connected to thin air. I'll learn how to connect it better later on. My ignorance amuses me. My audio got corrupted for a while here, but basically I fried up some kelp that I grew in my botany pots and used it to make a mechanical belt. Then a bit more, plus some of the extra components I made earlier, went into these brass funnels. I really wanted to do something different than putting them onto the wall and dropping things in, so I found a video by Rocket14 where he installed them horizontally. He'll definitely be getting a credit on this episode. He had a pretty cool setup, which I partially recreated here. Now by putting this funnel on the chest and depositing the crushed deep slate into it, it should pull it through the crusher and out the other side. And this other funnel picks it up. Yes, raw uraninite and raw uranium. I'm sure I'll need those sometime. Well, that was quite a day. From nearly killing myself in the new ore washing system, to exposing my engineering ineptitude while making the crafter, to a pretty cool belt setup with the crushing wheels. I'm happy with what finally got accomplished today. I appreciate you sticking with me, and I hope to see you next time when we make chickens. Until then, play hard, die often, and leave a good-looking corpse. Okay, that might have been too many zinc nuggets. Let's see.